name's Hans Becker. So I work at the National Physical Laboratory in the UK. So it's basically we do measurement really precisely. So we hold the entire UK's measurement standard. I work as a higher research scientist over there, and my work area is in the hydrogen technologies. Well, so for my bachelor, I was like at ITB in Bandung. So I was studying like chemical engineering there. And after that, I continued to take a master's degree. That time it was also chemical engineering. So in Hong Kong, the uni was called HKUST. My last one was like in Denmark. So I finished my PhD there around 2 years ago in electrochemistry. For finishing my master's, I really want to learn this hydrogen technology that I'm doing, which is fuel cell. And at the time, I think there's a couple of countries that was in my selection, but Denmark kind of appeals more because how easy it was to apply to the PhD program. So if the professor already has funding, they will advertise it as like a job ad. So that's what my professor did actually. So he just posted the job ad up in the website, and I was just Googling around and I found it, and it's so easy. It's almost like a job application where you just submit a CV and cover letter and your transcript, and then they invite you for an interview. So yeah. So I think the misconception is that you need to be like really smart to be able to have a PhD. And that is like really wrong, because what I would define someone having a PhD is that their perseverance is like really tough. Like you can throw a lot of failures to them and they will still stand up and take the challenge. Because when you do research, most of the time it's just failures over failures over failures. And to get a PhD, you need to overcome all those failures and still keep striving. If you ever want to do a PhD, never pay for it. Always find another source of funding, because it's really not worth it. PhD is like really brutal and hard, so you don't really want to be paying to get tortured. You want to get paid at the very least. Oh, I've thought about it. You know what I would say? I would say don't take chemical engineering and go take IT. Because by now you will probably be in Silicon Valley or be, I don't know, like I have faith in myself, you know, you could be like a startup founder or something. But yeah, I still love what I do. It's just like, you know, you have this alternate reality where 10 years ago Hans would choose IT, and it's just, I wonder where that path will lead. So on a good day is what I would define as all the lab works are just smooth, like everything is just working as intended. So I would usually just come in and do the lab works, probably after lunch or so, then switch to my desk-based work, which could be like either writing papers, writing reports, or just processing the data, or just simply, you know, because it's research, you always have like something that comes up and you need to think why the data is like this. On a bad day is that I go to the lab in the morning, set everything up, and something is wrong, like something broke, or like why is it like this? And that is like what you encounter most when you're doing research. It's either playing games with friends, like I was just playing Among Us with my friends, and either that or like a recent hobby that I found is like playing a piano. I used to kind of label myself like, okay, like I don't really have the gene, I don't have the DNA for musical talent, so I'm not gonna touch it. And it came to a point like I saw like some classical pianists on YouTube, and I was like, yeah, they're like really nice to hear. Like I wonder if I can like play it as good as them. So I just decided to like, okay, like that's my 2020 resolution.